Hey, it's us.
It is. We're back.
Hey, it's us. Welcome, Kurt and Jen. This is our podcast. Thanks for joining us. And as always, if you would like, love, follow, smiley face, heart, and or subscribe, or anything else you can think of, that'd be very helpful. Just say it.
I mean, you know what? We say this every episode, but please, if you have a moment to press a button, please do it. It
To
helps.
press a button.
Press that button.
When you have that moment.
Happy Monday to you, and welcome to the first full week of August. Can you even believe we're here right now?
Listen, I know it's the first week of August, but I also know what you want to share, what day today is. So just stop screwing around and messing around and say it.
It's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I have a chocolate chip cookie, although here's the deal with me and chocolate chip cookies. I love the chocolate chip cookie dough as long as it has only a few chocolate chips. I don't like lots of chocolate chips.
Oh, okay. Well, that's wrong. Okay. But you go, your balance that's the percentages there. Like for every like 100% or like 80% cookie dough to 20% chocolate chip.
Probably less.
Less than that even. Okay.
My daughters know this, and they're so sweet. They hold out a little bit of dough for me before they load up the chocolate chips.
Are they making you chocolate chip cookies for today?
I've already texted Macy, my youngest daughter, to hint at her that it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I said, just saying.
Just saying. All right. Today we've got some fun stuff coming up. We've got the 4 commandments. Thought it was 10. In this case, it's 4 commandments for eating on an airplane, and also this horribly incorrect grammar sentence.
It is?
What were you made fun of for?
Well, how would you word it?
Well, for what were you made fun of?
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, Shakespeare.
No, I think that's, I don't know if either of those are correct.
Oh,
are they both?
That was our question of the day, by the way. That
right.
Made me actually kind of sad when I was reading the answers, Kurt.
It did come out to be one of those ones that yeah.
Oh, my heart hurts. Okay, do you do your own laundry?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do your laundry? How often do you wash things? We have some laundry habits we're going to share with you.
Also, in case you have issues with taking naps, the best way to take a nap, according to the experts. And how about some life hacks that people swear by? I want to read those for sure. Why don't you start with, you had a busy weekend.
Well, on Friday night, Kurt, we went to, we did a little dock and dine on Lake Washington. We went to Carillon Point in Kirkland and dined at Como, the Italian restaurant, which if you like Italian food, it's a bit on the spendy side. So it's one of those treat meals, but the Italian food there is some of the best I've had in our area. Can you see Sailor's nose?
Yes. Hey, puppy.
For those watching, Sailor's like, pet me, mom, pet me.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
And then the best way to watch the Blue Angels, in my opinion, on the water, on Lake Washington again on Saturday. We spent the whole day on Lake Washington. I have to tell you, when you do that and you're on a boat that doesn't have a bathroom, it could become an issue.
Did you have to jump in the water?
We did dock once at Magnuson Park, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go use the porta potty. Kurt, it was the worst porta potty I've ever seen in my whole life. There were puddles on the seat, there were puddles on the ground. I mean, there was just urine everywhere. I don't even know what people do if they're just like, I don't even know. I couldn't even go in it, so I held it. And then yes, it was go in the water kind of day. Obviously not number 2, only number 1.
Yeah, you can't leave any floaters in the lake.
No candy bars in the lake.
Okay. And where did you like drop anchor to watch the Blue Angels? Were you over where it was messy, or were you on the Kirkland side?
No, it's messy right before you go under the I-90 bridge on the, what side would that be? Like the Magnuson Park side. So we went around Mercer Island, over to Renton, over to the other side of the bridge because it's closed down, right? I mean, there are so many boats there, but it was so fun. And I was going to say the power of the Blue Angels and Seafair in general, I feel like it's like the Pacific Northwest Super Bowl, right? Like,
it's a big deal. Yes.
I mean, I just feel like for this one moment in time, everyone kind of comes together and enjoys the Blue Angels. And we're all there because we know how powerful they are, how freaking cool they are. I mean, it's just, I just looked around, everybody looking up in the sky. I mean, it was just amazing. It made my heart so happy.
It's pretty cool. That is the way to watch it if you have a boat. Next year I'm going to have to go out on yours.
Yes, you're welcome to.
All right.
What did you do?
We went to Dana and I went to the Amazon Spheres. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I
Or
went to the little.
Sphere. All the units are like the television day or whatever, media day.
No, you know what? I actually haven't been up in them, so to speak. I just went into a restaurant that was in it, but I didn't really get the full effect, if you will.
It was very cool.
It
Very cool. And
What'd you
you
go
can,
there for? Just to look at them?
well, so it's either once or twice a month. I know for sure it's once, and I overheard twice. So like on, let's just say for the sake of argument, the first Saturday of every month, the public can go for free because it's just for the Amazon peeps. You know what I mean? It's kind of like their relaxation area.
No way. I didn't. Okay, so you can go
Well,
and
you can go for free on that first Saturday. I don't know if they charge the rest of the time or not.
okay.
Or
With
I think that might be that might be just the only time that they open it up to everybody because it really is, for the Amazon peeps.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I actually want to do that. What did you
It's
do when
very
you were
cool.
there?
What's that?
What did you do when you were there?
Looked at a lot of foliage and plants and cool stuff. It was a lot of the stuff sort of reminded me of something out of a Dr. Seuss book. You're like, wow, look at that tree and look at that plant and the ones that had been bonsai'd and stuff like that. It was very, very cool.
Okay,
Highly recommend it,
I'm gonna do
especially if
that.
it's free.
Can you get a piece of or a piece of coffee, a cup of coffee or something?
They have like a not cafeteria type of thing, but a small place where you can get coffee and stuff like that, I believe.
All right, I'm going. I'm gonna
All right.
figure that out and mark my calendar.
As long as there's coffee there. And then yes, that was Saturday. Yesterday we went to this is in Kirkland, Marina Park in Kirkland. The traditional changing of the seasons fair. It's a celebration of the first harvest of the season. Or you could also say it's kind of a gathering of witchy type of people.
I can't believe you didn't put a song with that. What's the witchy woman? Witchy
That's it. Yeah.
woman? Is that a song?
By the Eagles, right? Yes. Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Very cool
Did
as
you get
well.
like crystals and potions and stuff?
I did actually get a quartz crystal and then also another mineral, which I forget the name of it, but they will go in my little display case, which I'm putting up.
What kind of energy will it bring you?
Good.
Okay.
I actually asked them. I said, oh, you got all these stones and rocks do is bring good energy. I mean, there's got to be the converse where some of them bring bad energy. And she's like, nope, it's from the earth. It's all good, but just different kinds of energy.
It's gotta, and sometimes you gotta charge it in the full moonlight. That's what your wife told me.
Got to charge it in a full moonlight for sure.
Okay.
So that was our weekend and scene, right?
I wanted to mention that, I mentioned at the very beginning of the show, welcome to the first week of August.
Mm-hmm.
Full week of August, I should say. That signifies in some states, in many states, actually, not our state, that kids are going back to school. And so that means you got to go school supply shopping, which was always my absolute favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are expected to spend an average of $144 on school supplies this year. And that doesn't even count like the new shoes and clothes and electronics. And you say, what? You need electronics to go back to school? One of the things I just put together a big school supplies drive because I work with Fred Meyer.
Okay.
And I worked with the Salvation Army. And I'll get to that in a second. But on the most needed supplies list, one of the things is headphones because so many kids need headphones in school for part of the learning process.
Wow.
Like they're using them in class. And I'm like, this is a weird thing to put on a school supplies list. I feel like people are going to judge that, but it is true. It's what they need. So anyway, I'm going to pitch this, that if you have some extra money that you are willing to, when you're at a Fred Meyer store, any Fred Meyer in Idaho, Oregon, Washington, or Alaska, there's a bin at the customer service center and you can drop school supplies in there. So if you have kids or don't have kids and you like school supplies and you want to give a kid a chance at a successful school year, please consider donating. That is all. Thank you so much.
Nice. I like it.
Baby, if you'd ever wondered whatever became of me.
This song was on the list of the songs you don't skip when you're watching a TV show.
Yes, that was one of mine. But unfortunately, we're playing it for kind of a sad reason today. Loni Anderson passed away. She played Jennifer Marlowe in WKRP, which is probably the role that she's known for. I don't know if she was one of these, they talk about how, say the actors on Gilligan's Island were all typecast, as Gilligan or whatever, and they had a hard time getting work after that. She did some movies and stuff as well, but I think that's what she was known for most. Would you say?
Yeah, and I was excited to know that they wrote that character to be a dumb blonde, and they cast her, and she's like, I'll do it, but I'm not going to be a dumb blonde. You need to change the role. And so she was this, even though she was a blonde,
she was the smartest person in the room.
That's right.
Yeah,
I always thought she was so pretty.
Yeah, and they, of course, they were a super couple when she married Burt Reynolds. It didn't last too long, but yeah, that was a big deal in the 80s. I think it was 1988. They got hitched.
Yeah, but you said they didn't last long. I think it was only like, I don't know, like
4 or 5 years, I believe.
4 or 5.
So
okay, yeah, it was short.
so anyway, she will be missed, and unfortunately, and I feel bad about saying this, that was one of the ones where I read it and I was like, oh, I thought she already had died.
Oh.
Not in a bad way, but just, does that ever happen? Like, oh man, I thought that person was already dead.
Well, I think that she just hadn't done anything in her later life as far as movie star stuff. Not that she hadn't done anything, but
right
in the spotlight where we know her.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, this story, I feel like our society can take anything that could be, in my opinion, considered like, okay, that's clever and fun, and make it something bad.
Well, in this case, I think this is where sometimes things, I'm going to get in trouble for this, where things get too much towards the liberal side. I don't know whether there's any controversy at all. The long and short of it, you probably have heard by now. Sydney Sweeney, the actress, stars in a new commercial for American Eagle jeans, and they do a play on.
Hold on. If you don't know Sydney Sweeney, she's like the it girl right now.
And a lot of people don't know. They're like, who?
Yeah.
They will soon, maybe now. So they did this commercial based on the wordplay between the word jeans, like blue jeans, Jeans, and then genes, like genetics, Jenes. And she doesn't say very much, but she's just, looking pretty, looking hot, wearing her jeans. And she talks about how, your parents pass down your genes to their offspring and stuff, and genes determine things like hair color and whatever. And then she says, my genes are blue.
Because she has blue eyes. Because she has blue eyes and she's wearing denim. It's just it's a clever ad and clever play on words. And and she is a hot chick for sure.
There's no question about that. And that's what I didn't understand. How long is it, are people suggesting that, well, first I should say a lot of people are upset about this, saying that basically, and I'm going to read this as it's written, some people on the extreme left ridiculously overreacted by claiming the ads were coded messages about eugenics and white supremacy. And on the extreme right, people overreacted in Sydney's and American Eagle's defense. They're getting a lot of great free publicity from this, but yeah, I mean, how long did just people figure out now that sex sells, and they're like, oh, well, you know what? They're comparing it to, you probably remember the Brooke Shields, nothing comes between me and my Calvin's commercials. Maybe you're too young.
No, I know. I remember that.
Yeah. Now, the difference with that one, that caused a lot of an uproar because Brooke Shields was 15 years old at the time, and they said that wasn't cool. But this one, I don't get it. It just seems like, they're trying to use a hot person to sell jeans.
Which is what a lot of brands do, is use hot people to sell stuff. And so here's the deal. According to a new poll, 15% of Americans now think saying someone has great genes with a G, G-N-E-S, is inappropriate. So that, I mean, so if a small fraction of people think it's inappropriate, all of a sudden it's a big fat thing. And so now it's a no. And I didn't even know that. And maybe that's because, I don't want to get political. Maybe that's because I'm white and I didn't even, I didn't know that eugenic. I don't know. I just view all people as like, I love them. They all bring their own unique thing to the world. And I love that. And if you just stay in your own lane and do your thing, like, there's no harm meant by this. Like, there's none.
Right. Well, and also, I mean, the great gene, I never even considered that was a white supremacist thing. If you ask me, I mean, if I saw, Halle Berry, oh, great genes. Ryan Reynolds, great genes. Good looking people in general. Michael B. Jordan, great genes.
And if
because
they're wearing actual denim, they probably look real good in their jeans and have good
exactly.
jeans. I mean, all around.
All right. Do I regret bringing that up? Maybe a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But there you go. I guess these are things you ought to know or you're going to find out about.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna credit BuzzFeed. So BuzzFeed had this whole article thing on 21 people who came up with life hacks so wildly creative they have to say, I swear this works. And we're not going to read all 21 of them. I'm just telling you, BuzzFeed has all 21 of them. We're just going to list, like, I don't know. I put like maybe 10 on here, and you can skip some if you want. But some of them you've heard of, like some of them that I didn't even put on there, like people wear goggles when they cut onions. Okay, so their eyes don't water. Okay, I've heard that before.
Okay.
I've heard that, and I put this one on here, like if you are your brown sugar, if you in your airtight brown sugar container, you should put a piece of bread, and that will keep it softened. And if it's rock hard and you put a piece of bread there, it'll make it soft.
Oh, I didn't know that. How about this one? You can expand your counter space when cooking by placing your cutting boards on an open drawer.
How brilliant is that? Except for I was thinking about that. I'm like, don't cut a watermelon on that because it'll crush the counter or the drawer. I mean, it'll push the drawer right down. I put this on there because I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how to remove my makeup now because I ran out of my makeup cleaner. Remover, I mean. Remove your mascara with petroleum jelly and blend it around your eyes as a moisturizer. I've done it for 55 years and I have no wrinkles around my eyes, says this person.
Okay.
And for okay, you have a Tupperware and you put tomato sauce in it or something and then it stains it.
Yes, I want to hear about this one.
Want to know how to get it out? You put some dish soap in the container, fill it with some very hot water, crumple up a paper towel and drop it in the water, seal it up, shake, like put the lid on it, shake it, and the sauce will release and cling to the paper towel. Just take the paper towel out, throw it away, and your Tupperware is now stain free. I
didn't know there was any way to get those stains out of Tupperware, honestly.
I didn't either. And now we can try something and see if it works.
A glass bottle wrapped in damp paper towels will chill to a lovely drinking temperature within 15 minutes in the freezer. A glass bottle wrapped in damp paper towels will chill. Okay.
Does that make sense? So, normally I think they're saying if you just put it in the freezer to chill it, normally it might take longer. But if you put a wet paper towel around it, that's going to probably freeze pretty quickly and then chill the bottle quicker. You have to be sure to set a timer and not forget about the wine.
Oh, good point. You wouldn't forget about the wine, Jen.
I've tried these last two, and I want to know if you've heard of them. This person said, I don't know how this works, and I don't either. But if you can extend the signal of your car fob by holding it against your neck between the side of your neck. Well, it says and your Adam's apple. I don't know where my Adam's apple is.
So if you want to, if you think you're out of reach of your signal from your key fob to get your car to unlock or whatever, hold it up here.
Yeah, and try it. Try it, Kurt. It works.
I just think they're doing that so they can see how many people are walking around the parking garage with their hands on their neck.
I've heard that before, and I've tried it, and it does work. And then if you have hiccups, have you ever heard this one? If you have hiccups, I've never put a paper towel or napkin over the cup of water, but you grab a cup of water, bend forward, at your waist, and then chug the cup of water backwards, like you tilt it towards your mouth under your chin and drink it. And it usually gets rid of your hiccups. I mean, it's worked for me a lot.
Huh.
They say it's because you're focusing so much on the technique and trying not to spill the water that the hiccups just go away.
So are hiccups a mental thing?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I like those, and I'm particularly going to try the stained tomato paste one.
I'm going to try that one too. There's one that we didn't read that I am going to try, and I would have tried it because we are on camera for those looking, but I don't have I have this hard ball at home where you can massage the bottom of your foot. And this person said, my only party trick is something I learned from Human Anatomy 101 about 15 years ago. You go to try to touch your toes and see how far you can get. This is when you're like sitting down with your legs straight out. You go to touch your toes, kind of like you do in PE.
Okay.
So you measure that. Then grab a small rigid ball and massage it under your bare feet while standing up. Like you rub the sole of your foot vigorously back and forth on the ball for about a minute, and then go try to touch your toes again, and you get a lot lower. I'm trying that.
That doesn't make sense to me at all, but
Me either. Like, why would that loosen things up for you to be more limber to go lower to touch your toes?
I don't know. Okay.
I'm trying it. I'm trying.
All right. You're not going to like this one.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? So
You know why I don't like it? Because this one already made me sad. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, like I was like excited to see what people would say. And then when I went back in to read the comments, I was like, oh my God.
Well, how about this one instead then, right? We got
You will be popular. You're gonna be popular.
All right. Our question of the day was, what were you made fun of for? Kurt hates the grammatical way we put that, but
yeah, I think it's but I couldn't think of a better one. And I think I started by saying, you know, I had red hair and freckles and buck teeth, like the trifecta of junior high, you know, kid is going to be picked on. But you know, you grow into your looks and stuff like that sometimes, you know.
I know. I hope that people have found the beauty in the things that they were made fun of, because it's especially, I mean, many of these, it's like, this is what makes you a beautiful human.
This is what makes you you. Yeah.
Yeah. Jenny said everything, weight, but mostly big hair too. I would have fit better in the 80s. I think she maybe grew up in the 90s instead.
Jackie said red hair and freckles. Thank you, Jackie.
It's what makes her beautiful.
Randy, thinking that I got my own pizza crust. Oh man, he will not let that go.
He will not, because we don't either.
Jeez, that was when he was. Oh yeah, he thought he was going to get his own pizza and he had to share.
Lane said I was terribly shy.
Okay.
Corey said I had a classmate call me cauliflower face several times because my face had acne pretty bad as a middle schooler. I never forgot it and did everything I could to keep my boy's complexion as clear as possible so they wouldn't have to go through the same thing. Names do hurt, she said. Yes, they do.
It's true. Here's another redhead. Tiger, rather be dead than red in the head, is what they would taunt you with. Also, his last name, Bud Bill, they said that led to butt bomb, butt lick, everything in between.
Don't make fun of people's names. Like, they don't get to choose them.
Are we going to go with all the stuff that Lily put in here? And I know Lily, and some of this doesn't seem like it's true at all, but I wasn't there, so.
She said she got made. She goes, what didn't I get made fun of? I was a chunky kid. I was made fun of being fat from my whole family and still isn't as an adult. She told me this. Lily is like this little person.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. She said, how can her family say she's fat? One of the early bloomers. She was the second tallest kid in third grade. Then also as an immigrant kid, I got made fun of for packing sushi for lunch, which now that's a cool thing to do, right?
Yeah, right.
I got made fun of for my wardrobe because of lack of brand name clothes. That's too bad.
And
got made fun of for not being able to speak English.
Now she speaks great English, by the way. She's like this amazing human. She gets made fun of for being way too extra, because we'll go to a party and everybody is supposed to bring one thing, and Lily brings like 14 things.
Wow. All right. Carrie says no boobs, still an issue, but what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Gerald, our friend Gerald, he got made fun of, he said, because he was always with his mom. There was a time when I was younger and I was shoved while in line at my elementary school. Little did they know that my mom was standing close by and saw the whole thing. I will never forget that little kid crying when my mom went up to him and said, we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, a mama bear coming out. I love it.
There you go. Good one, Gerald.
Laurel said, when I was 14, I had to take prednisone, which caused my face to puff up. I was called Puffy then, and she didn't like that. Of course not. Okay, now I have to say this gal's name. I know her. She's awesome. Kate Lamy Dick. Those are really her names. Lamy was her maiden name. Dick was her married name. She's like, I got made fun of my last names. It didn't get better when I got married.
Marilyn says at 5 years old, I had to wear an eye patch due to a lazy eye. So I was made fun of and called a one-eyed monster. Needless to say, I would not wear my patches often than I should. And I'm still wearing glasses and have a lazy eye all these years later. Yes. But with that said, I have zero tolerance for bullies. Good for you, Marilyn.
Miriam says not wanting to walk into social situations alone. The lunchroom was a biggie in school. Bill said, let's see, I I had to start wearing glasses at age 18 months. So even at kindergarten, they started calling me Four Eyes.
Oof. Kids are cruel. Anne says, got made up for being busty. Seem to have gotten those from my grandma. I hated taking showers in PE. Self-conscious.
And Patrick said being gay.
And he's such a good dude.
I know. I just get so sad about all this. Heather said I had scoliosis and had to wear a back brace for 6 years. Kids are not nice.
Becky says she got made fun of for being short and flat-chested. And her list, this is still a thing because I can't help how I look. My ankles and my nose. That's what I got made fun of. Now that I'm an adult, they say my nose gives me character, but I still can't do anything about my ankles that I inherited.
Oh, Anthony said wearing clip-on suspenders in high school and putting a CB on my 90 Pontiac. What is it?
That's a Grand Am.
Grand Am in high school.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have a CB in your car. I don't know.
I think so too. John said my nose. Sandra said my thighs and my height. Michael Jackson, I'm saying both his names because his name really is Michael Jackson. I know him. He said I got made fun of for my name. The 80s were rough.
Lisa and Catherine both said naturally curly hair. Stacy said my height. Do we know Stacy? Is she short or tall?
I know Stacy. I actually went to high school with her. She's a very, she's just small, she's a small person, but
okay.
She's so darling.
And Heather says my flat ass, no buts about it. No buts. I'm sorry.
Play on words.
Well, she put it in parentheses, so I know it's a joke.
No buts about it.
Yeah, thank you for participating. That did end up being kind of on the sad side. Maybe it was therapeutic for some people to get that out, though.
I hope that they realize how beautiful they are, though. You know what I mean? I hope, those kind of things definitely leave scars for you, but hopefully you've, come to realize that you're this beautiful human that brings amazing, unique things to the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Kurt!
I'm pleased with that one. Nice try.
Oh my gosh. Your music makes me laugh.
Okay, this is about laundry habits, and well, you got to take off your clothes before you do the laundry, right?
I was picking up what you were putting down. All right. That's kind of funny too, picking up your laundry. That's what Dana probably does.
But
so do you do your own laundry or does Dana do your laundry?
We both do it when it gets full, but she does it most of the time.
Okay, according to a new poll, over half of people, 55% of people say they always do their own laundry, while just 5% say they never do their own laundry and say it's because someone else always does it. 1 in 10 people claim that they love doing laundry. Half the people say they're actually totally neutral about doing laundry, but 77% of them care at least a little about how it's done. They have opinions like, do you and Dana mix colors? Do you have white load and colors?
It's possible that she does it just out of just let me do it. One of those things, because I separate stuff out, but probably to a fault. This is kind of light beige. I should not wear this wash this with the colored clothes. I mean, the reds and whatever.
So unless it's delicate or unless it's really white and I can't mix the colors or a brand new red something, I just put everything in. Just pile it in. What difference does it make?
Well, have you ever ended up with a white shirt that became pink?
I have, but that's why I tried to be careful about putting something white in with something red, especially if the red is brand new. Okay.
All right. Now here's the stuff that you were like, this is icky.
Yeah.
80% of people wash their underwear after wearing it one time. So we'll say the normal way.
Only 80%. I feel like that should be 100% of people. Good Lordy.
All right. And then what about the jeans?
Well, did you say that men are more likely than women to wear their underwear multiple times before washing it?
I guess that was just assumed. Overall,
5% of the, okay. All right.
Ooh, 4 or more times before washing their underwear.
Gross. Okay. 16% of people wash their jeans after one wear. 36% wear them 4 or more times before washing them. And I just wanted to say this with jeans, the jean industry actually says they should be washed as infrequently as possible to preserve their color and shape. So typically every 5 to 10 wears. I mean, obviously it depends upon if you ran a marathon in your jeans, then maybe you should wash them if it was the first time you'd worn them after washing.
Is that jeans with a J or jeans with a G?
That's jeans with a J. Thank you very much. Men are more likely than women to wear all their stuff multiple times.
We're anxious to try it.
3 banquets a day, our favorite diet.
Just picture.
What is that from? Little Mermaid?
I don't know.
All right.
Okay, the 4 commandments for eating on an airplane. Kurt, go.
Etiquette experts say the most important etiquette rule on an airplane is that you've got to stay within your bubble, physically stay within your bubble. Here we go. Thou shalt not eat smelly foods on a plane. Tuna, garlic, onion, hard-boiled eggs, and strong cheeses are all out. No fish or seafood. Thou shalt not eat messy foods, things like ribs, powdered donuts, spaghetti, chili dogs, nachos, or sloppy joes. Thou shalt not eat foods with allergens. There you go. Peanuts, stuff like that. And thou shalt not overindulge. The expert says overindulging in alcohol can be a nuisance in itself, plus alcohol can dehydrate you and amplify the effects of the altitude. Staying hydrated will make your flight much more enjoyable.
So what are things that we can eat on an airplane then, Kurt?
The suggestions are dried or fresh fruit, crackers, chips, pretzels, meat and cheese, like a snack pack, hummus and vegetables, a muffin, chocolate, and a granola or protein bar. Those are the best things.
Pretty neutral things that don't have smellies on them.
Yeah, smelly is bad, I guess.
Don't eat smelly. Okay, Kurt, I know you like to take a nap, and taking a nap for me, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I've ruined my day if I take a nap.
No, you make your day better.
According to experts, there is a best way to take a nap, and it is a controversial thing, because some people like you and me, you love taking them. I'm like, oh, I feel worse when I do that.
Okay.
So here are some tips that we can use. Why taking a nap, why timing matters when you take a nap. And they've divided us into 3 sections. I'm an early bird. Kurt, you're probably a night owl, would you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just, if you go to bed if you wake up between 6 and 7 a.m., the best time to lie down will likely be somewhere between 1 and 3. So it just all has to do with your circadian rhythm. But if you take a nap too late in the day, you're probably going to have a hard time falling asleep later. The power nap versus the sleep cycle nap, what's the difference? Nap duration is crucial. The classic power nap is typically 10 to 30 minutes in duration, which allows you to reap the benefits of increased alertness and focus without entering deep sleep stages. But if you want to improve your memory and you have extra time, go for a 90-minute nap. This allows you to complete a full sleep cycle and minimizes the risk of sleep inertia. Which means the grogginess when you wake up.
And let me just jump in here real quick and say what we're talking about here, these kind of naps, that's not what I do, because you're right. If I get like 15, 20 minutes of sleep, I'll be a wreck afterwards.
So what kind of nap are you talking? You do the 90-minute nap?
I do the nap where I don't set an alarm or anything like that, and I wake up when I wake up.
Okay. I included this as part because this was in the article that I read, but Pat, my boyfriend, swears by these, especially when he's working at the fire station. Coffee naps, they call them nappuccinos. Coffee and naps can be a powerful combination, basically, and you can try it by doing this. Drink a cup of coffee right before you take a nap, then set an alarm for 20 to 25 minutes, and you'll likely awaken refreshed because of the sleep, and then the caffeine is kicked in, and so then you're good to go. And Pat says he swears by that.
Okay, that's something to try. I'll try that if I ever want to be energetic.
Well, why wouldn't you want to be? Why wouldn't you want to wake up energized? And then, of course, sound matters, like your sleep environment. Like some people like silence, some people like background noise, like white noise. And there's even podcasts that maybe people think ours put them to sleep. I don't know. That
That's
actually makes you fall asleep.
And it's loud too. But that works that seems to work for us.
I couldn't hear that. That's weird? Is that because of your noise canceling microphone?
I don't know. Maybe it is. How about this? Really quiet.
So good. It can't even pick you up.
All right, time for our question of the day. This is a fun one. Hopefully this will not lead to any sad answers. Pretty simple. What childish thing, and my child is capitalized, what childish type of thing have you purchased with your adult money?
Do you have something?
Oh, I'm sure I've got a lot. There's 3 lava lamps on this desk. And I never got to use this. I bought this for when we had meetings at the station. This is my idea light. Hang on, let's see if you can see it. Bing! You get an idea, the light bulb goes off.
I like that.
But I guess I never got any ideas.
What childish thing have you purchased with your adult money? We'll post that on our Facebook page, Curt and Jen in the Morning, as well as I'll post it on my Jen Pirak page. And Curt, maybe we'll post it on his.
I'll post it on my page that nobody goes to. All right.
We do too, Curt Cruz. All right. When do we have new episodes, Curt?
Well, Wednesday and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Wednesday's the next one. And then you're leaving us for a while.
Just for a week, that's all. That we can talk about that later. All right.
Alrighty.
So we'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for letting us be part of your life and spending time with us. We'll see you on Wednesday. In the meantime, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh because it's good for the soul. Have a good one.